Hey, Key Bros, what do you say? What do you notice? The Keeper coming at you from the garage, baby. Hey, but our video is not going to take place in the garage. We're going to go back to the cave, but hey, there's a couple things I want to show you. I'm playing, today's Friday, so the next tomorrow's Saturday, and I'm playing tomorrow. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Numi, and I'm going to use the new surprise keyboard, which is what the video is about, and then I'm going to use the Gaia. All right. So rather than take my three-tier stand down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a single X stand for the Numi. Then I'm going to use my synthesizer stand. I'm going to put the surprise keyboard here, and then the Gaia. So tomorrow I'm going to gig with the Numi, the surprise keyboard, and the Gaia. And that's what I'm going to do for a keyboard stand. Kind of goofy, but I'm being lazy. I don't want to tear all this down. If I had to tear it down, that means I have to put it back up, and I'm too old for this crap. So, alright. So we're going to head to the cave, bros. But hey, look outside, man. Boy, is it beautiful out today. You can't see my screen, but anyway, if you guys can see that, it's nice. It's about like 54 degrees, maybe higher, 55 maybe, because the garage door is open and I'm in shorts and I'm not freezing my ass off. But here we go. We're going to go to the cave, bros. Let's go to the cave. Hey, I want to know, did you guys dig that punky organ video? Because, man, I gave you guys some gems there, brothers. And so we're heading back into the cave. All right, now I'm gonna oh, another thing, I had the Behringer Pro 800, which I call the Prophet 8. I took it out of the garage and I have it set up here. All right, and I got the A500 hooked up to it. So now we're gonna try, because I was using the Pro 800 as a layering thing to work off the Numi, but now I have it hooked up with the A500. And I'm going to try it as a standalone keyboard. Okay, bros, now on with the video. Where's my thing at? We're going to put this on the stand, man. And we're going to get to the surprise keyboard. You guys are going to love this. Now, while we're doing this, wait a minute. But there we go. Now we got the stand happening, and you're ready. Here we come. Need to stand over here. Looky, it's back. Yeah, baby, the VR-09 is back, and hey, check this out. When I originally had it, I put wooden sides on it. See the wooden sides? I made the wooden sides for the puppy. And, okay, let's set this back up here. And we'll get into the video. Alrighty then. Oh, yes, it's just a sweet keyboard. And since I'm long-winded, we're going to plug the power cable into the camera. Alright, now we have power. Okay, bros. Those of you, some of you may know the story. Alright? Probably about maybe 4 months ago, maybe 5. My buddy Dan wanted to trade me his VR-09 for one of my Chromes. Alright? So I have two Chromes. One's a 73 and one's a 61. He wanted a 61. So I reluctantly traded, all right, because Danny's my bro and he's done me a lot of favors. And so, and the 73 I was mainly using for organ and a couple other things. So, which is being an organ player, it'd be great to have the VR-09 because it's got drawbars on it, where the EX doesn't. All right. So anyway, we traded. I really didn't like the trade because I was putting my 73 up on top where the 61 goes, and it was just too wide to hit the top parts and everything. And I liked the 61. It was a little bit more compact since I got short arms and shit. So we traded back. Then after we traded back, then about 2 days later, Danny calls me and goes, "Hey man, I'm gonna trade back again." I says, "Nah, man." I says, "I really didn't want to trade in the first place, and plus I moved all my programs back in it and everything." He goes, "Damn it, I'll give you $100 if you trade me back." And I says, "Sorry, bro." I says, "I really don't want to." And but he goes, "Well, then I'll buy a new Chrome EX." And I says, "You know what? I'll get you a price on it, and I'll get you the best price." So I get I get him a really good price on the brand new Chrome EX, and so that's what he did. All right. Then remember the I Shot the Sheriff video? I was playing a bunch of different things, and I had the Nord Electro 3 organ, and I was jamming out on that Nord. And Danny heard how good it sounded, and that's his keyboard, by the way. All right, so he decided he's going to use the Nord Electro 3 live. So he asked me, he goes, "Hey, you still like that VR-09?" I says, "Oh yeah, it's a great keyboard." He says, give me $500 and it's yours." And so I got it back. All right, so that's the story of the VR-09. It's been through. Now I remember I was with Danny because we bought a whole shitload of keyboards one day, and but the I always had an attachment to this. Matter of fact, I was the first one to hold it out of the box. I was going, "Oh, you're a pretty little baby." I talk to my keyboards, so I have a problem that way. But anyway, the VR-09 is back. All right, so let's talk. Let's talk about the VR-09. All right, the first thing we're going to do is, let me see my screen here. I don't know if I'm in this or not. There we are. Of course, you guys don't really need to see me. I'm ugly and I dress funny, but I asked my wife. I said, "Hey, Carol, is there any way I could do anything I could do to improve myself?" She goes, "Yes, Keith." She says, "Why don't you shave your ass and walk backwards?" So I did, but she still don't look at me. But anyway, the Nord Electro 3 compared to the VR-09. Okay, I think as far as an organ goes, and I'm talking about sound and playability, the Nord Electro 3 wins the battle. All right, it's got a Pitar keyboard on it, and it's got the waterfall keys, and the keys are more rounded like a B3 is. All right, here I'll show you. Let me unplug the power cord here. Get this light on, and try to do this with the stand here. All right, if you look at the keys, you see how they're rounded at the edges. They're not sharp. And they're like flat here and everything. All right. Now, if you look at the keys on the VR-09, they're a little bit more. Well, they're not waterfall, and they're more sharper. Like here's a little bit sharper, where the B3 and the Pitar key bed are a more rounder. All right. So the Nord Electro 3 has a better key bed on it. All right. And I think the Nord Electro 3 sounds a little bit better. Now, back when I originally had the VR-09, I only had it for a couple weeks, so I really didn't understand it fully. And but now that it's officially mine, I'm going to spend a lot of time with it. And I'll put it through its paces. I think I can get it to sound as good as the Electro 3, except no matter what you do, even if you do get it this stupid phone, even if you do get it to sound like the Electro 3, you're not going to be able to get that key bed. That's a Pitar key bed in an Electro 3. So, but if you play something long enough, you're going to be used to it. Now, enough of that. Now, to get into keyboard versus keyboard, if you look at it as a whole, the VR-09 is going to kick the Nord's ass because it does so much more than what the Electro 3 does. And everything it has on it, it does great. All right, it's got synths, it's got guitars, it's got pianos, brass, it's even got that vocal scat on it. You can split the keyboard, you got the effects on it, and a bunch of stuff. But everything this thing does, it does way better. It even has percussion on it. So if you want to, I think you play drums, and I think what do you do? I think you just hit start. No, you don't. Okay, exit. Wait, I'll get it. Drums. Alright. And shit. Hold on. I had it playing drums. I don't know how I got it to start. Here we go. So you can put drums, if you want to play drums. Okay. So it does have rhythms in it, and but let's get over to the organ stuff. Got a little percussion. And then let's go into the vibrato chorus. And I think we hit this button. Give me a second here. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I'm trying to get the drum kit to play. There's the drums. Okay, we got drums. like that with it. Now, the feel of the keyboard, it's a little bit on the cheap side. And, but you know what? You play it long enough, you get used to it. And, but it's got a lot of cool things in it. It's like, now, if you go into the brass, let's check out the brass sounds. Got a bunch of brass. Let's find the really got some really cool stuff in it. You also got the various strings. Also, I believe you can manipulate them by using the drawbars. So you got a whole shitload of that stuff. Synth leads. Kind of like a jazz guitar. And also, remember, you can manipulate these. Really cool stuff, man. This is LP distortion. Kind of like sounds like a guitar player. Very cool stuff, man. So you got a bunch of that. All right, and we can keep going on. You got nice pads. Let's check out the pads and see. You have a soft pad. So you got all type of various pads, choirs. Nice stuff, guys. Special effects. Let's see what we got in here. Some crazy shit. So, you know, besides being an organ, you have all this extra stuff. And when you combine all the stuff, you got pianos, you got electric pianos. When you combine everything this thing does, it will stomp on a Nord Electro 3. But no matter what you do, you're not going to get that Pitar keybed. Now, I am curious. Wonder if I call Pitar and ask them if they happen to have a keybed that would fit into this. Sorry. But what if? I'll tell you what, if they do have a keybed that fits in this puppy, Mr. Kiefer may be giving them a phone call. And I would do it. I would do it. And but it's a pretty cool board. I got it back now. It's mine. And so I'm going to be doing a lot of things with it. Matter of fact, when I was using the play out, I have what I call the core. The core is my 3 keyboards that I use live. All right, the core is the Chrome EX61, which does all my icing stuff, horns, flutes, saxes, this, that. All the parts that you normally need to be played. All right. Then the EX73, I mainly do organ splits and stuff like that, and a little bit of other stuff. All right. And then the Studio Logic Compact, the Numa Compact 2X. And that mainly does pianos and layers. All right. Now what I'm going to do is the Chrome EX73, which is the second tier. That's going to come out and that's going to stay home. And this puppy's going to go in its place because I have it set up for layers. All right. So, so I have organ layer down here. All right. Then I have a bunch of other stuff. I got all the 5 of these layers set up and stuff like that. So technically, when Danny originally got this keyboard back, he didn't change any of the programs I put in there. And so I still have all that. And I got stuff on Bank 2 and a bunch of that stuff. So this is now going to be into the keyboard rig. And the Korg EX73 is now going to be one of my main sequencing keyboards. And the one that my baby, which is right here, is the Triton, the Triton Studio 76. All right. Then I have the original Phantom right up on top of it. And that's the FA76. This is the very first Phantom made. All right. And that's my baby. And so here we have apples and oranges with the VR-09, and I will be doing a lot more stuff with this. Also, a lot of you guys who have this been bitching about the Leslies. I'm gonna make a video showing you how to do the Leslies. All right, so there's a lot to it. Also, you have leakage. What's the other one? Leakage. A bunch of effects that you would use to duplicate a B3. So we're going to make some really cool programs with that. So for you VR-09 guys, hang out there. I'll get to that. And because remember, I originally had this keyboard for 2 weeks, then I had to give it back to get my other stuff back. And I just got this the other day. So today I'm going to be playing with it. All right. And even my Behringer Pro 800 is taking a back seat for this. All right, but now I got the A500 hooked up with the Pro 800, and we're going to be using that as a standalone keyboard, and also it's got the Zoom multi-stomp effect pedal hooked up into this, and I got this whole thing in a rack. See. And then it has a cover that goes on it, so if I decide to take it out and move it. So, let's see. Hey guys, take care. God bless. See you soon. Hey man, look. I spy. Wait, where's my eye?